A reenactment of the Parkland school shooting will take place after a judge allows it to be used as evidence in the civil case against Scott Peterson. Today, families of the victims from the Parkland school shooting get a chance to relive their worst nightmare.
As Caplin's Leanne Abutarbush reports, they intend to use it as key evidence in a civil lawsuit against Scott Peterson.
A judge has decided that the reenactment can happen and that it will happen before the 1200 building here at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas gets torn down. The reenactment is part of a civil lawsuit by several victims' families and a survivor against former school resource officer Scott Peterson. Peterson was acquitted last month of criminal charges related to the massacre but is currently being sued in civil court. Linda Beagle-Shulman, the mother of victim Scott Beagle, recently toured the school and said that knowing more about what happened has helped her.
Where the shooter was walking up those steps and 5 feet away from Scott and actually shooting him 6 times within 3 seconds from 5 feet away. And I could see where the shooter was, I could see where Scott was, and I could finally understand.
Plaintiff's attorney says the purpose of the reenactment is to prove that from where Peterson was, he could have heard all 70 shots and should have been able to tell what direction the shots were coming from. Peterson's legal team isn't against the idea. In fact, they plan to do their own reenactment either one day before or one day after the plaintiffs hold theirs. After his criminal trial, Peterson said he and other members of law enforcement were not to blame.
The only person to blame was that monster. It wasn't any law enforcement. Nobody on that scene, from BSO, Coral Springs, everybody did the best they could. We did the best we could with the information we had.
The reenactments will happen in the coming weeks with the goal of getting them finished before the school year starts next month. In Parkland, I'm Leanne Abutarbush reporting live for Caplin News.